it is welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a really simple makeup tutorial, and this is for my back to school series. So if you want to see another video like this one where it's like another different type of makeup look, let me know in the comment section. Or I have a Twitter. I'll link that in the description if you want to go check it out. So yeah, let's get started with the video. So since I'm not doing any fancy foundation work, I'm going to be starting with a concealer, and this is the NYX HD concealer, and I don't know, this is just a good one, so I'm going to be using it today. So I'm just going to be using the applicator that it comes with to put it on my face. So I'm just going to like dab it wherever I want to put it, and normally I do a small part at a time because I don't want it to be like cakey when it's not rubbed in. So I want to rub it in before it dries. I always tend to do my powder right after I finish off my concealer because, I don't know, it just seems to make it not as cakey. So right after I do my concealer, I always tend to finish it off with a pressed powder. So this is my Coverall pressed powder, and this is by Wet n Wild, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. complexion brush to blend it into my skin. And because any type of foundation that I ever put on my face washes me out, I always tend to use a bronzer to make my face not look so washed out and pale. So this is my Pixie Subtly Sun Touched bronzer, and I believe that this is like $15 or something crazy, but I'm really picky when it comes to bronzers, and this one does the job really well. So a tip that I'd recommend for you is to blend upwards instead of blending down. And I actually learned this one from Cassandra Bankson. I'll link her down below just because, I don't know, giving credit to her. So this one tip really tends to help when I'm trying to do my blush and bronzer. I don't know, it just really makes it look so much better and not as muddy. So once I've done that, I always blend it in with the complexion brush, the same one that I used earlier, and I just tend to go in circular motions just to try to blend it in as well as possible. And now I'm going to go on to my eyes. So the first thing that I always start off my eye makeup with is my e.l.f. primer, and I don't know the exact name for this, my label on it wore off, so I'm just going to be putting a little bit of this on my eyelids, and then I'm going to be putting a little bit right in the corners just to make the corners pop a bit more. And then I'm just blending it in with my finger just to make everything nice and even on my lid. And then I'm going to show you what to do next. So because I'm not going to be doing anything really fancy for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Copper Craze eyeshadow, and this is a really good gold color if you're just trying to do something really quick. So I'm just going to be using this brush, which is the e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pat it into the eyeshadow real quick, and then I'm going to just put on the eyeshadow right on top of my lid. And I always go like the opposite way of what other people do. I know. I'm just trying to do a little bit at a time, so I don't really want to put much on the brush at one time. So yeah, that's just how I do things. And I just close my eye, and then I put the brush upside down and just pat it on slowly to try to not make it very colorful, because I don't really want it to be a bold eye makeup. I just want something quick and easy. So yeah, I'm just going to be patting that on my lid. And then once that is done, I know you can't really see a difference here, but that's just because I'm trying to put just a little bit on at a time. And then I'm going to take quite a bit of it on the brush, and then I'm going to put it in my inner corner. Ooh, bit of fallout there. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. Oh, there's a lot of fallout there. Whoops, probably should have used something to clean it up, but I didn't. And I'm just really not trying to put much eyeshadow on the lid because I want most of the focus to be on the inner corners. So I think I did a bit too much on the brush that time, so I don't really have to do any more coats. Like last time I did about 3 layers of the eyeshadow. This time I'm not going to do any more but 1. So I'm just going to be putting a lot of the eyeshadow on the brush and then putting it in the inner corners. Again, this eyeshadow is not good if you're trying to pick out one that doesn't have much fallout, because it does. So the next eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is for creating depth, and this is the CoverGirl eyeshadow in, I don't know what color this is. Oh, Brown Smolder. Sorry, was looking right at it, didn't see it. This is a nice brown eyeshadow. So I'm going to be just using my e.l.f. crease brush for this, and I'm just going to make the focus point on my outer corners and then just try to bring it in really lightly. I don't really want to do anything really oh, whoops. We're just gonna have to work with what we did here. That looks good to me. I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just put a little bit on the brush and then make the main point on the outer corners and then just bring it in lightly. I'm going to go on with mascara, and this is my Rimmel London Extra Super Lash Mascara. So I'm just going to be applying it now, and I'm going to try not to talk while I'm putting mascara on, because that's something that I always do and then I always mess up. So yeah. So I'm just going to clean that up a bit here. And then I'm just going to do the other eye now, and I'll show you the final result. I'm sorry if I look a bit different. My camera just died and then I had to charge it, so now it's like 2 hours later. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would love to talk to you in either the comment section or I have a Twitter. I will link it down below in the description if you want to check it out, or if you could like the video, that would be super helpful to me to know if you enjoyed it. And you can even subscribe if you want to be notified when I make new videos like this one. So yeah, that's it for me today. Bye!